that is disturbing in the circle of relationships, marriages, and homes. And want to do justice to that today. And the topic here is why I married him. Why I married him. Obviously, there are so many that got married and they can't tell exactly why they married the man they married. You see, some have their own reasons, they have their excuses or explanations, but our talk today is built around God's original plan for marriage instead of the cultural designs and expectations of marriage, because this marriage came into existence even before the time sin entered the world. Yes. So let's look at this our topic from the angle of how God planned marriage to be. And for every woman out there that still can't tell exactly why she married the man she married, or is assuming that she has her reasons for marrying the man, allow us to invade your thought world right now so that I will give you the truth about the man you married. My name is Dr. Precious Caleb, and I'm glad hosting you today in your marriage this week with Precious Caleb, and I'm of Family on Focus International, where we try to reach out to the singles, the married, the separated, the divorced, and the widowed. So today we are looking at why I married him. So look around you and call the women around you. Let your mom come and sit. Let your sisters come and sit. Let your friends sit right now, and possibly start sharing this to anybody that you know that will be getting married soon, or that is married now, or that has been married for a very long time, because there are so many truths we are going to unravel. Let's start right away. We move. Now, looking at the foundation of marriage according to the will of God, according to the word of God. Of course, here we do our talk with God factor at the foundation. We have three major things to talk about, and the first one is the one we'll likely buttress today, then subsequently we treat other ones. I'm happy I'm hosting you today. Let's go. Now let's look at the major reasons why you as a woman, you married your husband. I know someone will say, Mama, don't worry, I know. I know it's not me that married my husband. I know why I married him. It's because of this. But no, don't worry. Let me help you. Don't forget to share this so that others will benefit from what we are saying today. Okay? Yes. We want you to know that your reason for marrying your husband might not really be the reason why you got married to him. At this point, we are telling you that your thoughts are subject to the will of God. Your thoughts are subject to the plan of God. Your thoughts are subject to your imaginations. Your assumptions are subject to what God actually has in plan for you. Number one thing here is the purpose, understanding God's original design for marriage from beginning. And we are trying to say here that what many women have not been able to answer is this question of why they married their husband. You see, some would think that they got married to their husbands because their husbands love them, or because they fell in love. That is what we normally hear. And they met, they fell in love. You know, like in some movies, just saw and one spark like that. You know, thank God for video editors. We just took and don't say, oh, love has started. The next is going to meet the parents, or doing everything to stay together. Some believe that the reason why they got married to their husband is just because love came on board. Could be one of the reasons, but we want to give you the main reason why you married your husband. If you understand it, then there are so many things that will ordinarily take care of themselves in your marriage. Something that is because of beauty. I am glad that you are beautiful. Of course, there is no man that will be happy to marry a woman that is assumed not to be beautiful, because of, I don't even think there is any woman that is not beautiful. But as it is, there are some that believe that the reason why they got married to their husbands is because they are beautiful. When their husbands saw them, they couldn't resist their beauty and decided to go out of their ways to ensure that they married them. Oh, it could be one of the reasons anyway, but we are telling you what you need to know today. So it may not be because of love, it may not be because of beauty. Sometimes people say that, oh, we got married because of financial security. I don't know if you've come across one of my books titled What Marriage Is Not. There we discussed about 31 basic things that marriage is not, but people think that that is what marriage is. Something that marriage is what you do when you reach a particular age. Something that marriage is what you do because society demands that you do it. Some also think that marriage is staying in the same house, living in the same house with somebody that your parents know about, with somebody that the society accepts for you. Maybe living in the same house with somebody that has helped you to have access to your visa, to get your green card and things like that. So sometimes those things we think are the reasons for getting married to some men. They could be selfish reasons. They may not really be the actual reason. But we just want to know that there are basic reasons that are beyond what you think you have as the reason why you married your husband or you got married to your husband. We have said that it may not really be because of love. May not really be because of beauty, may not really be because of financial security. I'm aware that there are some people that got married out from their families because of poverty, because of money. Some people say that their father borrowed money from a particular man, particular family, and when the father could not pay back, they said, okay, in exchange for the money, we are going to take one of your daughters. And those children that got there, they saw themselves in the name of marriage, living in the house with somebody they don't really know much about, somebody they don't love, they don't have feelings for. They wouldn't have opted to marry, but because of financial matters, they saw themselves answering wives to those people. I know such happens. And some, because of their family background, they feel like they have suffered so much. Now they just need to go to a family where they can at least see what to eat, live in a decent place, dress well, have access to some other good things of life. So for financial reasons, some people say, I'm getting married. So I think it's one of the reasons, but it's not the correct reason. Some also think that, oh, they got married because of their husband, because of age, that they have come of age, or that they like the age of the man they got married to. Age could be a factor, I know, but I tell you, young woman, it's not really age that made you to marry that man. If you understand this, then your marriage will be sweeter and your home will be peaceful. Then the next is that some say, oh, it's because of emotions. Anytime my husband, before we got married, anytime the man passed, my body will be doing like that. My heart will be beating fast. Oh, butterfly will be flying all over me. I'll be feeling somehow, and all goosebumps all over me. And I think of him and my whole body shakes. I remember him and those things, emotions. Yes, it's possible that emotions make somebody think of getting married to a particular person. But at this particular time, we want to find out why you married your husband. Could it be because of emotions? Actually, could it be because of emotions? I don't know. Another one is maybe social expectation. You get to a particular age, class, a particular level in life, societally, you're expected to, have somebody you call your wife or somebody you call your husband. I can remember a friend of mine that stayed for decades, got to 40, approaching 50, was not yet married, and people were like, what's wrong with you? Just get married. I was like, marry who? I'm not ready. I said, no, try and marry. If you don't marry this age, and when the pressure became so much, he approached the lady and said, I don't know much about you, but there is need for me to marry because society demands that I get married at this age. I'm hitting 50. I have not seen somebody to marry. Would you mind marrying me? And the lady, because of age and societal expectations too, said yes. And that was how the marriage started. I don't want to tell you how the marriage ended or how it went, but just know that societal expectations could be one of the reasons why you got married to your husband or why you are getting married to the person you want to get married now. So please don't forget, this is your family this week with Precious Caleb, and today we are looking at why I married him. Exclusively, we are addressing women, those that are not married yet, those that are about getting married, those that are married, those that have been out of marriage, we want to help them to find out what could have made them to think of marrying this person or to marry this person. We are looking at it right now, and God will help us. Okay, now when we look at these reasons that you as a woman will likely tell me that made you to marry your husband, maybe love, you guys fell in love, or maybe you tell me that a time came he decided to just settle down. There are some people that call getting married settling down. Some will also say I just felt like I needed somebody to be backing me up financially. Somebody said my beauty was really causing trouble in the whole community, so as so many people were disturbing me, I decided to just settle down. Let me just get married and rest, because this is my beauty. Oh, let it not kill me. So I've said, because of family pressure. Anytime I come back, my mother will ask me, so how far has anybody said any word to you? The pressure was much. There was this lady that told me, Mama, at all costs I want to get married. I say, how? I need to just get married and leave this house, because every time my parents come back, they keep narrating how the wedding of my classmate was, how the wedding of my classmate was, and they will be showing me the souvenirs they got from my friends' marriage ceremonies and things like it. Just indirectly telling me that my mates are getting married. The pressure is just too much. So anybody that comes now, whether he's tall or short, whether I like him or not, I will just leave this house and get married. Why? Because of family pressure. So I don't know if the person listening to me now is thinking of getting married because of family pressure, or the person that just got married or is already married, has been married for long, got into that marriage because of family pressure. But I tell you, so many women marry their husband because of family pressure. I know. Some, I said, age, some emotions or societal expectations. But looking at these things, if these are the reasons why some women got married, you can now agree with me that we have seen some of the reasons why so many marriages are struggling, so many marriages are shaking, so many marriages are having conflicts that are unending. Why? Because they did not build the choice of getting married to their husbands on the original purpose of God. And if we can now understand the original purpose of God, we'll be able to make adjustments where adjustments are needed, and we'll enjoy the full plan of God for us in this institution called marriage. All right, so we go now. What could be the purpose of God? Now, let's say this. If you want to understand why a woman marries a man, you first of all go to the beginning of the marriage. The beginning of the marriage. Marriage started, or marriage was instituted according to the word of God there in the Garden of Eden. And I can tell you that marriage was instituted before your family culture, before your village culture, before the culture of your community, before the culture of the society, before everything you know about culture. So marriage came before culture. Did that one sink? Marriage also came before traditions. So for those of you that are trying to stress me with this thing called traditional marriage, excuse me, marriage was ordained. Marriage was instituted before what you call tradition. This third one is going to shock you. Do you know that marriage came before sin? Oh yes. Marriage came before the fall of man. Marriage was instituted. God ordained marriage even before man fell, even before sin came. Now you can see that marriage is older than your culture. Marriage is older than your pattern of doing things, your tradition. Marriage is also older than the fall of man, than sin. Is it sinking? Don't forget, this is your family this week with Precious Caleb, an outreach arm of Family on Focus International, where we try to say that unsaid truth on the right platform, because we are interested in your relationship working, your marriage being sweet, and your home being peaceful. So we are looking at marriage right now, and we want to find out why you as a lady married your husband. We said three things right now that we must understand the tradition with the beginning of marriage, the origin of marriage. And in that understanding, we must know that marriage came before culture, before tradition, and even before sin. Now, if you go to Genesis, you discover that God personally established marriage. And he made a perfect blueprint for marriage in every generation. Whether the generation before now or generation to come, God has already made a blueprint for marriage concerning any generation that will ever come across. Whether the generation before mine, whether the generation I'm in now or generation to come, God has a blueprint. So don't tell me that things are changing, things have changed. We are entering Gen Z. This is digital age. This is before it used to be analog. Whether in analog, digital, AI, whether Gen Z, whether Gen Y, whatever it is that generation is, there is a blueprint for marriage, because marriage came before the generations we are talking about were birthed. So let's now go to the reason why you married your husband, whether it's in line with this. Now, the first reason why, the main reason why this woman married this man. Oh yes, how do I even say it? Whether you believe it or not, the main purpose, the main reason why you married your husband is just to fulfill divine purpose through partnership. Oh, you didn't know. Now, you can understand that whether you fell in love with your husband, whether you were so beautiful, whether you had the pressure from your family, whether societal expectations stressed you out, whether your age was an issue, whether finance was a factor. All these things put together, I tell you, did you find your legs inside that man's house in the name of marriage? Okay, let me tell you why. You are there because there is a divine purpose for you to help to fulfill. You know, the Bible says that all things work together for good. Yes. Even that, oh Jesus, how do I say it? Even that time you felt like, it was an error. This person would have been a divine purpose. A divine purpose has been set in motion. And that is the reason why that marriage came to be. I hope I bless somebody now. If you go to Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, God declared it and said it is not good that man should be alone. What will I do? I'll make him a helper that is suitable for him. Now notice this, that God did not say that Adam needed entertainment, that Adam needed beauty, or that Adam needed children. That was not the main purpose. No, that was not. Go and read there. Go and read that Genesis chapter 2:18. That was a purpose. That was a given assignment. And God felt that this man needed somebody to help him to do what? To fulfill the assignment given to him. And quickly God arranged for a wife. When he arranged for a wife, God's plan was not, it's not that entertaining your husband is bad. It's not that being beautiful for your husband is bad. It's not that entertaining your husband is bad, or having children with your husband. No. Those ones are there. But I'm trying to tell you that the main purpose was because Adam had an assignment. That was a given assignment. Adam couldn't have been able to attain all successfully. And God said, Kai, this man needs help. He quickly arranged for a wife. So Adam needed a partner that will help him to fulfill the assignment that God had already given him. That means for every Adam, for every man that is to get married, God has given that man an assignment. It's just that some don't even know the assignment God gave them. It's just that some knew about the assignment, but they are not interested, or they feel that they cannot do it. But God quickly went and said, if I don't help this man, if I don't send help to this man will forget this assignment, or this man will ignore this assignment, or this man will not fulfill this assignment. Let me get a suitable helper for this man. So young lady, You are entering into that man's life, not just because you fell in love, not because of societal pressure or family pressure, not because of age, not because of financial issue. It's because that man you're getting married to, that man you're looking at, God gave him an assignment. There is a purpose. There is a purpose, and that purpose is for you to help him to carry out the assignment God has given him. That means before marriage, that man has received an assignment from God. God has given that man an assignment. Yes, not just an assignment, work. Not just work, responsibility. So the appearance of Eve, or the emergence of a woman in the life of a man, is to strengthen him towards the actualization of the set goals of what God has assigned for him to do, and not to replace his assignment. So, young woman, as you're going into his life, your own is to put your foot on ground and insist that his God-given assignment will be carried out, and not to change it. Not to change it. No. Not to change it. And not for you to now begin to do for your husband to come and be helping you to fulfill. No, you are to help him. That means that man must have an assignment from God. So for those of you that will just get up and feel like getting married, look at that man and be sure that that man has received an assignment from God. That man has a work God has given him. That man has responsibility. So if, as you're entering into that life, as you have entered that life, you are there to help that man to fulfill the assignment that God had already given him. I hope I'm blessing somebody today. I know I am. Dr. Precious Caleb is my name, and I'm hosting you today in your family this week. Precious Caleb, where we're looking at why I married him, and exclusively we are talking to women. Today we are looking at why some women got married to their husband. It may not always be what they think that made them to get married, but we are looking at the foundation, the purpose, and the purpose is to help the man to fulfill the assignment God has already given the man. I hope we are together. When the Bible talks about helper, according to the word of God, does not mean inferiority. If not, you know that God himself is always our helper. So that a woman, you are there to help the man, does not mean that you are inferior. No. God himself is also our helper, but God is not inferior. So you are there to help him. Not that you're there. In fact, it means that your strength is so much needed for that man to actualize the purpose of God, the assignment of God, the responsibility, the set goals, the objectives in front of him by God. So don't go there and say, oh, I'm inferior. My own is just come here. I just lie down there. They chop. They watch movies. They press phone. They chew gun. They pack my hair. They wait. Many things they bring. My chop. My own are just to sit down, lie down. No. You are there because there is something about you that if it is removed, that man will not be able to attain the heights God has destined for him. So know it, that you are in that man's life because God ordered your steps to enter there and help the man to fulfill the purpose of God for his life. So that man has an assignment. If that man you're in that marriage with has not made you to understand that he has an assignment, please ask him, what exactly did God ask you to do? What is that thing that God assigned for you to do that you need me to help you? Let the man help you to know. But if it's God that the man does not even know what he's doing, please help him to know. Let him find out from God so that you'll be helping him accordingly. If God has called him to be building Mercedes-Benz vehicles, and you see him is always around Volkswagen, he will just be there roaming. Eventually he has not done what he's supposed to do. But you, as the wife that has gone to help him to fulfill his own God-given assignment, please find out the God-given assignment. Help him to find out. If he has not found out, or if he has found out, you help him to please fulfill the assignment. Maybe in ministry, he's a preacher, he's a pastor, he's an evangelist, he's an apostle, he's a teacher, he's a prophet. Whatever it is that you have noticed that is what God has called him to do, You are there to help him. Yes, help. Not to be inferior, not to be helped by him. No, you help him. One of these days, we are going to discuss fully the ways to help your husband to fulfill his God-given assignment. So, when a woman marries a man, it's not merely because the man loves her. It's not merely because she's so beautiful. It's not because of pressures. It's because the man is hungry. The man is in need of a helper suitable for him. And God quickly organized you as a woman to appear when he made the man to sleep. Of course, I've told you before here that the time the man slept, Adam slept, was the time that he did not know what God was doing. It was when he opened his eyes that he saw Eve. That is how it is. Sometimes your husband will wake up one day and say, wow, wonderful. But one day he will say, but when did I even marry you? He was sleeping. When the decision was made for him, he thought he knew what he was doing. You say, I know what I'm. No. God has arranged for somebody to come and help him. Even when he did not discover it early, God arranged for him to be helped. There are some men that, except God makes them to sleep, they will never ask for a helper. They will never. In fact, this one self did not even ask. So there are some that if God does not force a helper on them, they will not even opt for a helper. They will assume that they can do it all. And eventually, they will make lots of mistakes and will not even fulfill the plan of God for their life. So a woman that gets married to a man is not there because of love only, not there because of any other thing, but because two of them together will be able to accomplish the plan of God for their lives. Okay, so far, I want to summarize by saying that marriage is the ministry of partnership. Marriage is the ministry of partnership. I told you that today I'll be introducing 3 major reasons why you married your husband, reasons why I married my husband, why a woman marries a man. But I will not be discussing the 3 today. I will discuss just 1. And so far, I've said number 1. And that number 1 is that you marrying your husband or she marrying him is purely because of the need to fulfill the assignment God has given the man. And that is purely on purpose. And I'm trusting God that so far you have learned 1 or 2 things. The Lord bless you. This is your family this week with Precious Caleb. And I'm here encouraging you to try and see how you look back again and find out if you have now realized why you got married to your husband or why you're getting married to the husband. And please make out time and find out from your husband the assignment God gave him. If he doesn't know, help him to look for it. And if he has told you, please, you are there to help him. Sometimes he may not even appreciate it. He may not even act as if he knows that he needs somebody to help him. Sometimes they will even do as if you don't exist and your presence doesn't matter. Just don't worry. Focus on doing what God has brought you to do. Eventually, God will reward you. The Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord strengthen you. May your marriage be sweet. And may your home be peaceful. And may your relationship work. And let it be that you can now beat your hand on your chest and say, wow, now I know that I'm in this marriage because there is a purpose of God around my life and that there is an assignment God wants me to help my husband achieve. And as you do that, God will reward you beautifully. The Lord bless you. Till when next I come your way, don't forget, Dr. Precious Caleb is my name. I'm the one hosting you in your family this week. From Family on Focus International, a fully registered NGO that is reaching out to the singles, the married, the separated, the divorced, and the widows, because we want their relationships to work, their marriages to be sweeter, and their homes to be peaceful. The Lord bless you. You will smile, and your marriage will make sense. Hallelujah. God bless you.